Do you believe there will be a day that technology will be so advanced that we won't be able to trade anymore? No, I do not. Not a chance in hell. No, you will always have the human element of trading. Computers were devised just for basically for speed and to be able on a mass scale, be able to, allocate funds based on certain risk parameters for larger institutions. But you're always going to have the trading element. We will always be able to do this. If anything, I think that the retail human element of trading has actually increased over time. It has not decreased. When you go back in history, before you had the age of the internet and the age of like the online broker, you could not, like the average person could not participate in the markets. It was really like if you wanted to buy or sell a stock, you had to call your physical stockbroker. You couldn't log into your E-Trade account. Stocks were traded through paper slips and they traded in fractions, not decimals. Like you would just have like $10, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half, 10 and 3/4, 11. And those are the prices of the stock. You didn't have $10.11, $10.12. No, you used to trade in fractions. And you didn't have online brokers. When the rise of the internet came, then you had the rise of online brokers like E-Trade and Charles Schwab and the likes of those. That really opened up the door for retail traders to where you're not relying on a broker who really doesn't give a damn about whether you make money or not. The broker does not make money on if you make money. The broker makes money by getting you to trade. So the broker will make commissions based on how many shares that you traded. So they really didn't care whether or not you made money or not. So, I mean, that industry started to phase out with the rise of the online broker, and traders were able to trade for themselves instead of having to physically call in a broker. Then you have the rise of social media, and the rise of social media created a platform for retail traders to really congregate and for a place for retail traders to get access to information so retail traders can make decisions, right? And you saw that explode exponentially during COVID, where retail traders were home. Everybody was not at work. Everybody was on the computer, and Reddit and Twitter and StockTwits and all these other platforms were even places like True Trading. We have 10,000 members in True Trading Group where people were able to congregate to really talk to one another, because prior to that, retail traders were just kind of off by themselves. You felt you were off on an island. Now you have places, thanks to social media, where retail traders can communicate with one another. Hedge fund managers they still do have what's called idea meetings or idea dinners, idea dinners, where you'll have like maybe 12 people, 16 people, 8 people, whatever, depends on the size of the dinner. They all get together at some fancy smancy restaurant in New York City or Connecticut or Long Island or whatever. And they have these private enclosed dinners, and all of these hedge fund managers, they share their best ideas. And what they do is, so one hedge fund manager has a really good idea, they share it. Other hedge fund managers are like, wow, that is a really good idea. I'm going to go in on that trade with you. And they actually go in and they will go in together on these trades, and they position themselves and they try to corner the market on these trades, and they will then take those positions to profit. That's no different than what was going on with Reddit and the retail traders last year. It's created a rise of retail traders. There's more human retail traders today than at any time that there have been in history, thanks to COVID. Tens of millions of traders entered the markets because of COVID. And I think it's a wonderful, beautiful thing.